Om Shanti, and a very good morning to everyone. Let's take a few moments to stabilize ourselves. Get ready to be completely one with what our Supreme Father has to say in today's movement. The song said, O Sneh Sagar, the notion of love. That's who we are. That's what our Supreme Father is counting on us for. And today's Murli is dated 18th January 2006. A special day when the Supreme Father left his body for being a part of the incorporeal world 37 years down the line, from 1969 to 2006. The title of today's Murli is Economize Your Thoughts, Words, and Actions, and celebrate the ceremony with the saving scheme of thoughts, time, and words. Ignite the lamp of hope to disheartened souls. Today is the day of love. All the children from everywhere are merged in the ocean of love. This love makes you an easy yogi. Love is something that takes you beyond all other attractions. Even in Lokik life, if you must have seen or heard or experienced that when you're in love with someone, you forget everything else. All of you children have the blessing of love as a blessing from birth. Love has the power to enable transformation to take place. Love can shake mountains. So today, Bap Dada saw two types of children everywhere. All the children are lovely children, but one type is the lovely children, and the other type is the children who are absorbed in love, what we call as loveleen, love meleen, pyar meleen. The children who are absorbed in love are automatically and easily equal to the Father in their every thought, every breath, every word, and every deed. They're equal to the Father in their every thought, breath, word, and deed. Man, saans, vachan, or karam. Why? The Father has given the children the blessing of being powerful, and today is called the day of remembrance and power. Why? Because The Father made himself the backbone on this day and revealed the children who are absorbed in love on the stage of the world. In the corporeal form, he revealed the children, and he himself then became a companion in the Avyakt form. He handed everything to the children and became that invisible partner with you. On this day of remembrance and power, he made the children the masters and gave the Master Almighty Authority children the task to reveal the Almighty Authority Father. This was the day when he bestowed with all the powers to the children and left it unto them to give Baba's Parijay to the world. And seeing this, the Father is happy because all the children are engaged in the task of revealing the Father. That is, in the task of benefiting the world and transforming the world according to their capacity and strength. How wonderfully Baba has written over here, he said over here, that we don't need to worry about how much Purushart we are doing. What we must acknowledge ourselves is that we have taken on doing this Purushart and also taken up growing inside of our practices. You are using the inheritance of all powers that you have received from the Father for the self and for the souls of the world. Slowly, gradually, every soul, every child of Baba may be having a different pace, they may be having a different speed in the way in which they will be taking up. But we all have taken up. Bap Dada is giving multi-million fold congratulations from the heart to the children who are such master almighty authorities, all-round servers who maintain zeal and enthusiasm equal to that of the Father, who are altruistic servers and unlimited servers. Baba's congratulating each and every child, both this land and abroad. The children of this land are no less, and the children from abroad are no less. Bab Dada sings the praise of such children in his heart and also sings the song, Wah children, Wah. He is so happy that he says, all of you are Wah, Wah. That is, wonderful children. Are you not? So all the children who are there in the hall are waving their hands. Very good. Bab Dada has pure pride. He is proud of his children because throughout the whole cycle, there isn't such a father whose every child is a self-sovereign king. In the whole Kalpa, there isn't one father whose each and every child is a self-sovereign king. All of you are self-sovereign kings, are you not? You're not the subjects, are you? Many children ask Baba when they have a conversation with Baba. They ask Baba, Baba, show us an image of what we will become in the future. What will we look like? What will we be doing? Please show us an image. And what does Baba Dada say? He says the older children say that Mother Jagdamba, that is Mama Baba, used to give all the children an image. So also give us an image. Bapdada says that he has given every child a unique mirror, and you can see in that mirror the image of what you are in the future. Do you know this? Do you have that mirror in you? And do you know which mirror is Baba talking about? Those sitting in the first row must know it. That mirror is the mirror of the self-sovereign state of the present time. To the extent that you are a self-sovereign at the present time, accordingly, you will claim a right to the kingdom of the world. To the extent that you are a self-sovereign at the present time, accordingly, you will claim a right to the kingdom of the world. Now look at yourself in the mirror to see if you are a constant self-sovereign. Or is it that sometimes you are dependent and at other times you have a right? That you are sometimes dependent and sometimes have a right? That sometimes your eyes deceive you? Sometimes your mind deceives you? Sometimes your mouth deceives you? And sometimes even your ears deceive you? That you're interested in listening to wasteful things? If any of the physical organs deceive you, if they control you, it proves that you do not have the controlling power or the ruling power that you have received from the Father as a blessing and as an inheritance of all powers. So Baba has given all of us everything equally. But how much are we free to use that? And how much are we getting controlled by our senses? Just think, how could someone who cannot rule the self rule the world? So check in the mirror of your present stage of a self-sovereign. All of you have received the mirror, have you not? If you have received the mirror, raise your hands. There aren't any stains on the mirror, are there? Or is the mirror clear? Bab Dada has given all the children the respect of being a self-sovereign. All of you children have received from the Father the title of a Master Almighty Authority. Not just a master with powers, but a master with all powers. In their heart-to-heart conversations, some children even say, Baba, you have given all the powers, but sometimes these particular powers do not work at the right time. They report that those powers do not emerge at the right time, that they emerge after the time has passed by. What is the reason for that? At the time you invoke a particular power, check whether you are seated on your seat as a master. If someone is not seated on his seat, no one would obey the orders of someone who doesn't have that seat. I am a self-sovereign. I am a master almighty authority. I have a right to the inheritance and blessings from the Father. Be seated on this seat and then issue the order. What is this seat that you will sit in? Sit and operate from, that I am a self-sovereign. I am a master almighty authority. I have a right to the inheritance and blessings from the Father. This is the seat to sit on and then issue the order. What can I do? How can I do this? I cannot do this. If you issue an order having come off your seat, how could anyone obey you? In today's world, too, when someone is a prime minister and seated on a seat, his orders are obeyed. Would anyone obey him if he had given up his seat? So the power is in the seat. So check. Am I seated on my seat? Do I issue an order as one who has a right? The children has given every child the authority, and you have the godly authority. You have not received the authority from any soul, or you not received the authority from any great soul. You've got God's authority, the highest of the highest authority. So order any power when you are stable in the stage of your authority and your rights, and that power will say, yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord. In front of all the powers, Maya, the elements, sanskars, and nature will all become servants. They will wait for you, the master. They will say, Master, give us an order. This is the day of power, is it not? So Bap Dada is making you children revise what powers you have. He's making you underline it. At the time of need, why do you become powerless? Bap Dada has seen that the majority of children have a leakage. Because of this leakage, the powers are reduced. The leakage is mainly of two things, and they are thoughts and time are wasted. The leakage is of two things, the thoughts and time. These are the two leakages where power is wasted. It isn't bad, but it is wasteful. You don't do anything bad at that time, but you still don't accumulate. You just see that you haven't done something or anything bad today. So when you check your Putamil at the end of the day, one of the ways to look at it is, oh, what bad did I do today? Oh, I haven't done anything bad today. Ah, my book is clean. It is not bad, but it is wasteful. You don't do anything bad at that time, but you still don't accumulate. You just see that you haven't done anything bad today. However, did you also accumulate something good? It's almost like you did not make a loss. So you're happy that you did not make a loss. But did you make a profit? You didn't lose anything, but did you earn anything? You didn't cause any sorrow, but to how many did you give happiness? You didn't make anyone peaceless, but how much did you spend your time and spread vibrations of peace? Having become a messenger of peace, to, to how many did you give peace through the atmosphere, your mouth, and your vibrations? Because you know that you have this short time of the most elevated benevolent age for you to accumulate, the time of the confluence age. If not now, then never. Remember this at every moment. It will happen. I will do it. If not now, then never. So everything that you do is accumulate now, and accumulate not in form of vested interests, but in selfless service. This was the intense effort that Father Brahma made, and that was how he reached the destination of number one. In a moment, he just gave up everything, to the extent on the 18th January 1969, he didn't take a moment to give up his bodily state. That is how selfless he was, or he is. So on this day of power, you remembered the powers that the Father has given you, did you not? Make a savings scheme. Baba is making us an investor. A saving of thoughts, a saving of time, a saving of words, words that are not correct, a saving of inaccurate, wasteful words. Save yourself from all of this. Stop waste of thoughts, waste of time, waste of words, anything that is inappropriate, anything that is inaccurate, something that is not serving or is causing a disservice. Save yourself from all of that. Bab Dada wants to see all the children as self-sovereign kings who are always seated on their seat of authority. Do you like this? You like this form, do you not? Whenever Bab Dada sees any child on the TV, he wants to see that child in this form. And Bab Dada has a natural TV. He doesn't need a cable connection or a satellite. He doesn't need to switch it on. He can see everywhere at the same time. He can see everyone at the same time. He can see every child in every corner. So, is this possible? From tomorrow, if Baba were to open his TV, what should he be able to see? That you are in the angelic dress. The angelic dress is a sparkling dress. It is a sparkling dress of light, the light of purity. Do not wear the dress of the mud of body consciousness. When you have the sparkling dress, you are the stars of success. Bab Dada wants to see an image of each one of you like this. You like this, do you not? If you wore a dress of mud, you would become like mud, would you not? Just as the Father is bodiless, so Father Brahma is in a sparkling dress. He is an angel. Follow the Father. In a physical way, what do you do when your clothes become covered with mud or stain? Obviously, you change them, do you not? In the same way, check whether you constantly have a sparkling angelic dress. It doesn't mean that you have to wear a white, shiny gown and walk around all day. But the angelic dress that you wear, it beautifully covers your soul. with the aura of purity. The Father has the pure pride that every child is a king child. Like so much is getting bestowed on each one of us. So stay in that form. Live as a king. Then Maya will become your servant and will come to say farewell to you. She will come to say farewell for half the cycle. She will not attack you. Bapdada always says, those who surrender themselves to the Father can never be defeated. And if you are defeated, you're experiencing defeat, you're experiencing challenges, and you feel that you don't have the power to deal with it, then consider you've not yet surrendered. Now, all of you are going to have a meeting. A date is fixed for the meetings, is it not? So this time, Bap Dada does not want to see a meeting of just making service plans. You may make service plans, but also make plans for the ceremony of success in your meetings. You have had many ceremonies. Now fix a date for the ceremony of success. Perhaps you're thinking how everyone can become this. Bapdada says that at least 108 jewels should celebrate the ceremony of having become an embodiment of success. They should become examples. Is this possible? Baba is asking the children to speak. Those in the front row, speak. Is it possible? You don't have the courage to reply. Are you still thinking whether you will do it or not? Everything can happen with courage. So if anyone asks us, or if we ask ourselves, can we come in the 108? Maybe we may have thoughts, I've got so many vikars, I've got so many old sanskars. How can I come in 108? Look at the other souls, they are so elevated. It's not wrong to think like that, but definitely you can go beyond thinking like that. And that will happen with courage. At least have the willingness to consider yourself to be a part of 108. At least have that conviction that given a choice, would you want to be of 108? Forget about the sanskars, about the default old sanskars, but are you willing? Not only as a wishful thinking, but are you really willing? And that will happen with courage. Everything will happen with courage. Dadi says, can 108 become embodiments of success? Yes, they can become that. Baba's asking Dadi. Dadi replies that yes, they can definitely become that. The ceremony of success can be celebrated. Look, Dadi has courage. Baba saying, Dadi has courage. She's maintaining courage on behalf of all of you. Therefore, be cooperative. If Baba has bestowed us with everything, if Dadi is having the courage, all that we need to do is cooperate. So, Bab Dada will want a report of the meeting that takes place. Baba asks the Pandavas, the brothers, speak. Why are you quiet? Why do you not have this courage? You will demonstrate this by doing it practically. Is it like that? It is good. Can you at least maintain courage? Those of you who believe that you will have courage and demonstrate this practically, please raise your hands. Will you do it? There won't be any sanskars remaining. There won't be any weaknesses remain. Acha, even those from Madhuban are raising their hands. Wah, congratulations. Acha, then 108 will be ready easily. If so many have raised their hands, then 108 is not a big thing. What will the double foreigners do? Yes, Dadi Janki is listening. She's keen to say something. We will also look at the rosary from abroad. Is that all right? So Baba's telling the double foreigners to raise their hands. Acha, how many double foreigners are here today? And that day in the Sabha, the gathering, there were about 200. So 108 will be ready out of them. Is that right? In this, say I first. In this, do not look at others. I first. Do not say I in other things. Do not say I with ego, but definitely say I for this. Bap Dada is going to give even more work. Today is a day of power, and so you have power. Bap Dada wants to celebrate a unique Diwali. You have celebrated Diwali many times, but Bap Dada wants to celebrate a unique Diwali. Should he tell you about it? Should he? Okay. You can see the present times. Day by day, the disheartenment of people everywhere is increasing a lot. So whether you serve them with your mind, through words, or through relationships and connections, Bapdada wants to ignite the lamp of hope in disheartened children. The lamp of hope should be ignited in the minds of all human souls everywhere. Bapdada wants this Diwali of the lamps of hope. Is it possible? If at least this lamp of hope is ignited in the atmosphere, then world transformation will be almost there. Then the golden morning will have arrived. The hopelessness that nothing can happen should now finish. Lamps of hope should be ignited. You can do this, can you not? Is this easy or difficult? Is it easy? Those who will do it, raise their hands. You will do it. If you ignite so many lamps, then there will be Diwali. Make the vibrations that powerful. Okay, you cannot reach them, but become a light and might house and spread the vibrations far and wide. Since science can give light far and wide through a lighthouse, then can you not spread those vibrations? Simply have this determined thought. I have to do it. Become busy in that. If you keep your mind busy, you will benefit and souls too will benefit. While walking and moving along, have the awareness that you definitely have to benefit the world. This attitude will spread into the atmosphere because according to time, everything will happen suddenly. It should not be that your brothers and sisters complain, why didn't you tell us? Some children think that they will do this at the end, but if you do it at the end, then they would also complain. They would complain that if you had told them earlier, they would have done something about it. Therefore, continue to take light from Bapdada in your every thought. And as a lighthouse, continue to give light. Continue to give light of awareness. Have the world around be aware and know our Supreme Father. Do not waste your time. When Bap Dada sees that you are battling a lot, he doesn't like it. No father likes his child battling and struggling. A master, almighty authority, and battling, not acceptable. So become kings. You are kings and become embodiments of success. Finish the disheartenment and ignite the lamps of hope. Many garlands of remembrance of the children's love have reached Bap Dada. Bap Dada is seeing personally in front of him those who have sent remembrance, and in response to that remembrance is giving blessings from his heart and love from his heart. Acha. So let's take a pause here and we shall continue the rest of the Murli tomorrow. Let's take a couple of moments in silence and reflect on the words of wisdom that Baba shared with us. Okay, so brothers and sisters, who's ready to share, you can unmute yourself and share your takeaways today.
Om Shanti.
Yes, sister.
Today, Baba said that we have to remain seated on our seats, and we have to remember three things for those to remain on the seat. That we are on the sitting on the Baba's throne, and we have right to his inheritance and blessings. We are self sovereigns, and also we are my master almighty authorities. So we have to keep remembering these three things, and also now we have to start celebrating the ceremony of success. We have had many ceremonies of service plans, but now is the time to share our success stories of service. Om Shanti.
Om, Om Shanti. Good morning. Very beautiful Murli, and each and every point has to be registered in our mind. So the point which I liked touched me today is your power gets reduced mainly due to the leakages. The leakage is mainly of two things, that is the thoughts and time. When your thoughts are wasted, and when your time is wasted. Naturally, it's our tendency to give a check by the end of the day that we keep thinking that we have not caused distress or sorrow in anyone. But we need to change our thought this way, that for how many people have we given happiness? How many disheartened souls have we given hope? So this is the way we should think, and we should check our leakage, and our power gets charged. Om Shanti.
Like how Baba said, no, that like we've done enough of talking, enough of thinking, and enough of talking, and enough of meetings, enough of resolutions. It's time to straight away start working on it. Not only avoiding the waste and saving ourselves from the waste, but also creating and contributing to your own soul and in turn to the other souls as well. Nice point. Nice takeaway, Sandhya. Yes, Harpreet Ben, Inderbai, Madhuben.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti, brother. I'm just experiencing intoxication of divine love. So I was just listening in silence. And I owe a lot of gratitude to this Brahmin family and Baba to help me in this divine path. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Uh, some points to be taken away, and the statement which is really impressed a lot. And it will happen. I will do it. If not now, then never. And saving of thought, time, words. And from tomorrow, if Baba were to open the TV, what should he be able to see? Really, these words, Baba's words, are reminding us again and again. These means my heart. These words have reached to my heart, and so many points are there. If we remember this thing, I think we should have check on our main head, thought, time, and words. And from today, I will start this, at least this point, thought, time, words. By the end of the day, we can check. And if now, not never, this thing. matlab, so much so we can't remember. But these two lines, if not now, then never. And saving of thought, time, words, this checking, we can start at least. Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
Om
Madhuben.
Shanti.
Yes, Lataben.
Oh, Om Shanti. Baba has given us a lot of titles, and we are sitting in the self-respect. Baba says, by receiving the title of Almighty Authority, we should use that power at the right time. If you do not use that at the right time, and if it is not emerging at the right time, Baba says, then we will not be seated in that authority. Baba says, even if a prime minister, if he's not given given that position, then he will not be respected if he's not being seated in that position. So Baba says, using that power of that almighty authority, then we will get that power. Om Shanti.
Looking at sitting in the seat of authority, I'm visualizing myself as a child when I would hold my Lokik father's hand and walk on the road. How I would walk like a king, like not be bothered about anything, not scared, no matter how much of traffic is there, anything, I wouldn't be worried. Why? Because I have held my father's finger. Rather, my father has held my hand. The same way, if I connected today, I would look at all the fears, all the skepticism, all the apprehensions that would come, they all come when I experience myself alone. But the moment I put myself back in the seat, that who am I? I am not any eragera. I am not just an anybody or a nobody. I am Supreme Father's supreme child. And me being a part of this Brahman family, it's an evidence of the Father holding my hand. Now, the Father says, yeah, even after that, if you want to operate from your own fears, what can I do? So, a reflection here of getting present to be seated in the seat of yes, the Father's holding my hand. All that I need to do is to have a focus and a vision. And like how Sister said, if not now, then never. Like straight away jumping into those actions and start doing it with the intention of purity, with the intention of contribution. Will you be manipulated by others? Will you be used by others? Okay, having a reality check is fine. But apart from that, there's not much to worry about because that also is a wasteful thought. Because Baba's there, Baba's holding your hand. He'll steer and he'll take care of you and he'll see it through. So that is something that I am taking back today inside of what I get from today's Murli. Yes, anyone else?
Om Shanti. Today's Murli Baba is mentioning about checking ourselves in the mirror, and the mirror is of being self-sovereign. And two things that touched me from today's Murli is Baba says, check your mirror, whether it has any stains. And he says, this is the way one of us, we have to check ourselves, because those who cannot be self-sovereign now cannot be the king in future. So that's the takeaway point for me to check on how much am I controlling, or is my mind controlling myself? Om Shanti.
How many stains do you have? How many stains do I have? And we all have stains, not to deny, which may be coming, which may be an accumulation of so many births. But rather than looking at that, oh, I have got the stain, straight away start cleaning the stain and do it with the detergent of purity.
Yeah. Detergent of purity and grace.
Yes. So Madhuben
Om
is asking a
Shanti.
question. Yes, sister, sorry.
Om
Please do.
Shanti.
Yeah.
I also like the word where Baba has said, do not say I for other things, but for service, say I first. After coming to this knowledge, we tend to, we have the inclination to teach our children, bete ahankar nahi aana chahiye, don't say I. Along this sentence, I think we need to tell them, but for service, say I first.
Yeah.
And also after doing the service, bete, don't say I did it.
Yeah.
I did it. I say I will do it. After doing it, don't say I did it. Om Shanti.
Dadi Prakash Mani used to always say Sandhya. She never used to say I. She always used to say Dadi, right? Because that was her role. So she never got into the body consciousness of that I am saying it. She had the power, she had the authority also, but she never misused it out of that I. She always said, Dadi kehti hai, Dadi bolti hai. So she's always respected the position, the seat that Baba had bestowed onto her.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So Madhuben's asking a question. How can we spread vibrations for igniting the lamps of hope by becoming a lighthouse, might house? Would someone like to give an answer to this?
Om Shanti.
Yes.
Today, Baba said that keep yourself busy in a determined thought that I have to benefit the world. And with courage, everything is possible. So I can keep pure thoughts and good wishes for everyone continuously in every situation. This is the way we can spread the light lamp of hope everywhere. Om Shanti.
Very nice, Bhavanaben. Yes. When you put the others in front of your own self. Like look at a lighthouse. If you imagine in the stormy seas, what really helps hold this ship is the light that the lighthouse sends out, that, okay, this is the direction in which you got to go. The lighthouse doesn't think like anything about its own self. No matter how many waves are slashed on the lighthouse never says, oh, I'm getting slashed by all these waves, I'm getting beaten. No, it continuously keeps spreading goodness. Why? Why would you do that? Because you are Supreme Father's almighty authority children. That is why you would do that. No other reason. Does that answer your question, Madhuban?
Ji Bhai ji, thank you so much.
Okay, Shivani Ben says, to be very concise here, I can only suggest hit up search for some of Suraj Bhaiji's special meditation class on the topic. I have had deep experiences on those, and then you can take it on your own from there. Yes, it's a good suggestion, Shivani Ben.
Ji, thank you so much. Thank you, Shwani Didi.
All right, great. Ami Ben, can we have some music? We'll have some meditation.
Yes.
Today's Murli is to mark the day when Brahma Baba left his body state and he moved ahead to take care of us children and the world from the incorporeal world. He's given this huge grace and responsibility to us children to continue and grow on the karya, on the yajna that he established as an instrument. And that he wants us to be Bap Saman, like father, like son, and be that light of fire that ignites love in each and every soul. Those who already have love have the level of love elevated. And those who don't have love, those who are in an experience of feeling low, feeling down, feeling disheartened, mayus, those souls are kindled with the flame of joy and happiness. The Supreme Father is counting on us to celebrate this confluence age as Diwali. With each soul lit with the flame of peace, love, and happiness. All it takes for us children is to believe and seat in the seat of being an almighty authority child of an almighty authority father. With an experience that the Supreme Father is holding your hand. There's absolutely nothing that you need to worry about. Give the world as much as you can. Because your Supreme Father is there to refill and ongoingly give you and keep you full. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Om Shanti. Have a great day, everyone. And we shall see you tomorrow morning at 5:30. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.